What's up, guys? This is GC Off-Road. I just finished working on my onboard air system, got it all hooked up, and a video will be coming out here soon about it once I get it all edited down and stuff. But in the meantime, I was going through cleaning up the Jeep a little bit, you know, gathering all the tools up, and I realized that some of the gear that I have, like my shovel for example, doesn't really have a way to store it. It just stays thrown in the back of my Jeep. So I went and looked around at my local Home Depot, and I found these tool holders. These everbuilt grip hook tool holders. They have a 6.5 pound working load limit. So I figured I'd go ahead and get these and see if I could do something about making a mount for my shovel with them. Now these are 3 1/4, I think, inch, and you see they snap on, they hold on to it pretty good, so I think they'll work for what I'm going to do with them. Now I bought 2 of them because I figured that would be the most secure way to really hold my shovel in place, and they were pretty cheap. They were like, I think, $2.18 a piece, so they're not expensive at all. And what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to come over here on this flat section right above my air tank for my onboard air system, and I'm going to mount them through the plastic and into the metal frame behind it. Go ahead and try to peel back the trim on the fender over here and see how much room I got to work with. Now this is going to be a little difficult to slide it back out of the way because I got my air lines running through this plastic cover and down inside the fender. So I can't really move it that far out, but if I pull it back, I can see that there's the metal frame on the inside here, and it's about 2 inches wide, which I don't think will be wide enough to mount this to. So the metal behind here is not wide enough to mount both holes of this to if I put it long ways. But the shovel's not that heavy, and I think if I secure it down to this plastic cover and then tighten the cover back down really good, that the weight shouldn't be an issue. It should hold it just fine. Let's go ahead and clip one of these on here and see if everything will index properly. That's actually a pretty good fit. I'm gonna go ahead and open the other pack and add it to it and see how it's gonna fit with both of them on here. Now with this, they send you 2 mounting screws and 2 of the inserts that go into, like, I guess into drywall to hang these up. These are made for hanging up like brooms and stuff like that. So I figure it should work for the shovel pretty good. So we'll go ahead and stick that one on there. Now let's see how that looks. Alright guys, I like that location pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and get my Sharpie and mark the position, that way I can line everything up and drill the holes. Alright. So I just made a corner mark around the corner of the brackets that I can line them up from. Now, I'm going to take these off. Now to get to the inside of this where I can mark the holes, all I got to do is pull the 2 pins that hold the rubber grip in place, and it just comes out like that. Now I can reach my Sharpie down inside here to mark where the holes are going to be at. Now that I got those marked, I can go get the drill and a drill bit, and we can pre-drill these holes and get ready to install them. Alright, the bolts I got for this are going to require me to drill a 5/32 hole. Now I've got those 4 holes drilled. I'm going to pick out 4 sets of bolts. I'm going to pull this cover back and bolt this on. Alright guys, so I just got those mounted up. They feel pretty solid. Obviously this is moving around, just not screwed down and bolted down. But I think it's actually going to work. So now what I'm going to do is reinstall the screws into this trim panel, and then we'll install the rubber keeper piece that holds everything in. Now that I've got that panel reinstalled, I'm going to reinstall these little rubber pieces into the mounts. Now, these are just a couple of plastic dowels pretty much that holds it in place. So I may go and find me a couple of bolts that are long enough to reach through this. That way I don't have to worry about losing the dowel later on. But all I got to do is slide that rubber piece back into place, line the hole up, and push the dowel in, and it's ready to go. So I just got those installed. I got everything tightened down and bolted back up. Now we'll go test it and see how the shovel fits. Now I've got these set up to where the mount rests against the handle, so that's how I line it up. So I just push it up against it and pop it into place. It seems like it has a pretty good bite on it. I think it'll hold on to it just fine. I'm going to have to take it and test it while I'm driving it and off-road and see if it rattles or pops out. But so far I like it. I like the way it looks. Anyways guys, that's just a quick video, just a quick cheap project to do for more storage for tools. Like you could use these for shovel, probably for an axe, you know, a lightweight axe, or flashlights and stuff like that. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram at GC Off-Road.